Hello everyone, and welcome to another Tamagotchi Nano review video. This time I'm going to be reviewing and showing off the Molcartchi Driving School version. So this is the second Molcar Tamagotchi Nano collaboration, the first one being basically released to coincide with the release of the first season of the Molcar series, and of course to follow suit, this one is released in conjunction with the second series, which is Driving School, where the cars have to, they all lose their license and they have to go back to driving school to get their license back. So there are many references to the second series, or second season rather, in the Driving School Nano. It's all, of course, available on Netflix, so you can watch it. It's fairly quick, short, and sweet. But yes, so as I mentioned in my unboxing, unfortunately they didn't fix the buttons that were a big issue with the first Molcar, which is a huge shame because none of the other Nanos between the two releases in the last year and a half, I think it's been, have had the issue. It's just been the Molcar Nanos, so that is weird, and also I wish Bandai fixed their issues. So in any case, we can see that I've got a little Molcar here, and he's done a little poo. Now that is completely normal for a lot of Tamagotchis. However, most of the Tamagotchi Nanos have something else in place of the poo that you have to clean up. For example, in Demon Slayer, the Tamagotchi Nano, you have to fend off demons. And in the Evangelion one, you have to clean up LCL. But it's almost refreshing to have a Tamagotchi Nano have poo to clean up rather than some other anime character. So we clean that up by pressing the A button there, and we get a happy little Molcar. Now, if you haven't watched any of the series, it is a very weird series where they are both, you can kind of see that the button really needs to be pressed in precisely as hard as it needs to be. You can't just sort of touch it softly. You have to like get your entire fingernail in there for it to register. Otherwise it doesn't register too well, which is annoying because when you want to mute the device, which I typically have my toys on mute, you have to hold C and A, which means you have to press them both very hard. I often find myself fumbling that on day to day, but apparently I'm not doing too badly in this video, so yay for me. So in any case, as always, you can check the status of your character by pressing C, and that gives a little close-up animation. Same with every other Nano. As always, the Nanos follow the same functionality across them. They just have a few differences, like the different types of food that you feed them. Of course, we have carrot and lettuce because that's what the Molcar... See, I'm pressing it. You have to really like get in there really deep, which is, again, it's an issue that was with the first Molcar Tamagotchi Nano, but it hasn't been in any other Nanos since, but they brought it back for the second one. Not sure why. That feels like a weird kind of thing. I feel like they surely would have picked it up at some point and gone, oh, let's not do that again. But no, it's the exact same issue. In terms of the games, they are more or less the same as you would expect from every Nano. So we'll go through the games. I did go through them on the unboxing, but I may as well go through them again. So this is the VR one, which you have to press the buttons that it tells you to press, sort of like a timing game. A Simon Says kind of game. And this game is often seen on the Nanos. They just have different skins depending on the franchise that it is. So this one is feature. I pressed that twice or once, I'm not sure. Didn't like whatever I did. However, of course, the buttons make you suffer when you play the games. So yeah, each of the games is a reference to one of the episodes. Now, which one was this one? Oh, this one is the obstacle one, which I'm always really bad at. Especially when the buttons decide to... Oh, that was on me. That wasn't on the buttons that time. And I didn't do too well, so it's a sad Molcar now. And of course, the results that you have in the games help determine what evolution and what Molcar you'll turn into. Oh, that's the timing one. This is also, they're all referencing at parts of the episode. This is one where they learn how to merge into traffic because they're cars, even though they're also guinea pigs. So you kind of have to time it. Again, not one that is fun to do when you have a button that doesn't like working, or all your buttons don't like working. And then we have the Sports Day one, which I think is the button mashing one. Yeah, you have to button mash the A button, which is still easier said than done with the Molcar Nano, but you can typically get perfect. And as I mentioned, that helps determine what evolutions your what Molcar your little guinea pig will turn into. So those are the games. So you get 4, which is surprisingly more than other nanos give you. The Chopperchi, I think, only gives you 2. Most tend to give you 3. So 4 is a pretty decent number of games. Again, they're all the same sort of games you expect from a Tamagotchi Nano, but with a Molcar Driving School skin. Throughout the day it plays animations, same with the majority of the Tamagotchi Nanos, so more or less it's the same as the other Nanos, just with the Molcar Driving School sort of skin to it, which is very cute. And it's a very cute Nano, don't get me wrong. However, the buttons really are a real disappointment, especially because the first version had it. If this was just a unique thing, like, oh, the buttons aren't so good on this one. And it wasn't just me, I asked around various people in the community, and it was a lot of people had the same issue with specifically the Molcar Nanos, both this version and the first version. So that's kind of a shame and kind of weird that it's just the Molcar Nanos. So while I do enjoy it and I do think it's a really cute Nano, it's definitely hurt by the fact it has those buttons. It makes me not want to run it as much as I would otherwise. So overall review for these, ease of use is like a 9, I guess. So it's still fairly easy to use. The Nanos are great for if you have a busy day. They're very low maintenance, not demanding at all. But it does lose points because of the button issue that I mentioned. Enjoyment is probably around an 8. It's cute, but really the buttons do hinder my overall enjoyment of it. So it's not just the fact it makes it harder, because it just feels like it should be better. It makes me enjoy it less. And overall, those are my thoughts on the Molcartchi. Really wish that Bandai improved the buttons, but overall it's very cute, and I'm glad that all of the Molcar show is on Netflix, because it is really cute and it's over fairly quickly. It's a very cute little short little thing that gets a little bit weird at times. But in any case, those are my thoughts on the Molcar Nano. Let me know your thoughts, comments, and questions in the comment section below. Like this video to hope that we never have the button issue again. Subscribe if you haven't already. And if you have subscribed, tell your friends, tell your families, tell your neighbors. And of course, I'll see you in the next video. Bye!